Hello MMO fans, Matt Grocott here for Devil's MMO. This week we're taking a look at War of Legends. It's a MMORTS, which you know exactly what that means. It means lots of waiting, lots of kind of waiting for resources to come along, waiting for the battles to happen, waiting for things to build. I'm going to just quickly have a look through some of the features here. As usual, you get a map, a couple of maps in fact, from which to control your city. You've got lots of vacant plots, you just click a plot, build something, takes a couple of seconds. From there you can upgrade, which again takes a couple of seconds, and from there you can upgrade again, which takes a little bit longer, and the more you upgrade, the more you build, the longer things are going to take. So, War of Legends is all about building your city as best you can, making sure that there's resources coming in, and again, resources work in much the same way. You can build, upgrade, as you move on, you'll find that you're building up a army. But first, before that, you need to get a legend, and I've actually just got one. Su Ayan Kian, good chap. And from there, you can give your legend extra points. This is one of the kind of flaws of the game, in that it's not always about who's got the biggest army or the most powerful army. It's about who has the best trained legend. A legend, when attached to an army, will give you boosts in skills or in certain attribute, and basically the best way of leveling up your legend, the best way of getting the most out of your armies, is to spend lots of money via microtransactions, which is never fun. We all know that developers have to make a living, that they have to monetize these free games somehow, but when it's pay to win, and so blatantly pay to win, it gets a little bit annoying. Especially if you want to do something and you can't unless you pay money. For instance, I think if we... no, I don't think that is it. But there are lots of examples in the game. The battle system, if we can find somewhere. If we invade, we're going to send him along. He's going to take his halberds. Actually, I think this is where things get complicated with the legend system. You can't just send an army. You've got to make sure that you have attached, here we go, that you have assigned soldiers. Oh, it's a girl. Didn't see that coming. Here we go. Save. The menu system in this game is also a little bit crappy, mainly because some of the translations are a little bit bad, and it can make knowing what you're clicking pretty impossible. Or, like this, there's just a bunch of buttons on screen with absolutely no indication as what they actually do. So I've just saved. For instance, click to enter playtime bonus interface. So we're going to attack this mountain. We're going to send her. And they're going to go. Now they'll arrive in a couple of minutes. And the chances are we'll get some sort of indication that I've got my ass kicked. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that to happen, uh, ordinarily you'd go back here and do something. Let's build an ally base. I'm sure there's a good reason this isn't happening. Oh, it takes a long time. So, I've just clicked something and it's going to take 40 minutes to build. Now, that generally means that I'm going to have to bugger off for 40 minutes, which isn't a very good gameplay technique, really. It happens a lot in this genre, and I understand that that's part of the reason that big fans of this genre enjoy it. It's because they can play it in between work breaks or whatever. But 40 minutes. And yeah, I can do other things. In the meantime, I'll build another village. But for the most part, that means I can do less for 40 minutes. Now, things do happen as you're not playing. So this is only really a problem if you plan to sit there and play it for hours and hours and hours, which, as an ardent MMO gamer, you want to sit there. If you're playing MMORPGs, you want to sit there and play it for a while. If you're playing MMOFPS games, you want to sit there and play it for a while. If you want to play MMORTS games, you want to sit there and play it for a while. And here we go. I think we've got a battle going on. We're against a lady not wearing many clothes. So I guess we watch this for a while. Oh, that didn't take long. Well, I told you I'd get my ass kicked. Anyway, read the written review over at the website because I go into a lot more detail about why this isn't a great game. And it's not really the fault of the game itself, it's more just the fault of the genre and the fact that the developers, this game's been out for 2 years and it already feels stupidly dated. And so yeah, click across to the website, have a look at the full review. There's a link in the description below. Remember to subscribe, we have new videos, more than one, every week. And thank you very much for listening. Do yourself a favour, don't play War of Legends, even if you're really, really tempted. And we'll see you next week. Thank you very much for listening.